Well, I guess it's good morning, everyone. It's March in Staunton with a video Facebook post, and believe it or not, it's after midnight, and I'm having my final cup of coffee of the day, or maybe you could call it the first cup of coffee of the morning. But yeah, believe it or not, I can drink coffee and go to sleep. Um, I haven't done this for a while. Since I announced that I was going to run for the Senate. Some people think that some of my YouTube posts are unsenatorial, but they're all honest, and they're not anything I'm ashamed of. And quite honestly, I already know, and the way campaigns go. There's going to be negative ads. Are they going to pull my stuff off YouTube and then run my grief journal and use it against me? Maybe they will. I don't know. It's not about my grief journal. It's about what West Virginia needs. And what West Virginia needs is some leadership in Washington. The kind that's not changing positions, it's one thing to compromise, it's something totally different to sell out. I'm not saying they're selling out, but what I am saying is that the change in opinion seems to blow the same way as the wind of public opinion rather than sticking to what's in the public's interest. And the people seem to be getting lost along the way, and I believe God put me in a position where I can run for this office. I'm going to be able to, pay my bills barely, but I will be able to feed and clothe my kids and keep a roof over their head and look for work. And at the end of the day, this is looking for work, but it is the most privileged work. And I can do this job for West Virginia well, better than everybody else who's already declared. And I wait to see who else tosses their hat in the ring because I know I am highly qualified for this position and could do it. But it brings me back to the video post is I was going to do some karaoke therapy. As you know, I've been doing that for quite a while, and I just couldn't. There's one song that is ringing in my head. It is, and I had the bluegrass festival this weekend, which was absolutely. It was so much fun. I can't wait until next year. I really can't. That's how much fun it was, and I look forward to working with some of these artists and musicians in the very near future, and we'll tell you more about that a little later. But um, my good friend Alan Cathead Johnston out of out of McDowell County. Um, he was when he first heard me karaoke, the Man of Constant Sorrow. He's Stacy Grubb's father, and the incredible Stacy Grubb, West Virginia's own. Soon her star is she's so talented. But anyway, it's her dad, and he plays the stand-up bass. And when he heard me sing that, he said that he'd like to perform that with me one day. Well, that came true this weekend. But they suggested that I do two songs, and really the only bluegrass song that I knew and was familiar with was "Man of Constant Sorrow." I mean, I know the music, but I don't know the songs. You know how that goes sometimes. But anyway, Alan suggested "Will the Circle Be Unbroken," which I knew the chorus, but I never knew the verses to that song. And so I set off to learn them, and when I did, I don't think that, Alan even realized it, nor did I until I started learning the lyrics that, Will the Circle Be Unbroken is about burying your mother, which is something I did at a young age. I was 23. She was only 43. And as just over 8 months ago, I buried my wife. Well, she wasn't buried, she was entombed. And I had to sing that song after I learned the lyrics. And I'm proud of myself. I held it together. I did. But it, you know, was a catchy tune before. And now it means so much more. I'm going to try to sing it for you, a cappella. I am. But before I do that, I have to tell you, you're going to have to keep scanning YouTube because I know I have another blooper that's going to show up at the Bluegrass Festival. I unofficially, because I enjoy taking photographs, I took several, and you may have seen them in my written post where I posted the pics. And those 36 are the best of 179. So, I'm popping a lot of pictures. And when the kids started singing, um, they were singing This Little Light of Mine, and couldn't tell when the song was going to wrap up. And Mimi, needed me for something really quickly. So while they were singing, I had taken a few pictures. I went to see what Mimi wanted, and I'm talking to her. And then I kind of hear that the song sounds like it's wrapping up, and I still didn't get a frontal shot of these children singing. And I wanted it. And because it was raining off and on all day, right there kind of where the stage is, there was a big planter. And there were two, they were matching on each opposite end of the stage. And at some point, someone moved them. I mean, you could see the mark on the ground where it was, and then the new spot. And I guess they were trying to make it easier to get through there, because there's lots of cords, and extension cords with the speaker wires and stuff. But I had been doing this all day. I got there at noon, and by this time it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. I'm used to going a certain way. And so anyway, I'm talking to Mimi, I'm distracted, the kids are watching, and I've been very careful not to fall. Two of my dear friends, including the owner of the RV park where this Bluegrass Festival was held, fell this week. I mean, serious falls. And so, it was really, top of mind awareness. I was really careful about where I put my feet. So, long story short, Mimi distracts me. I'm trying to get this one picture. That's all I have in my mind. And I forget they moved the planter. So when I rush away from Demisha, I trip over the planter. Now, as you know by my written post, I hurt my pectoral muscle last week, and it's still sore. I went to the doctor. It's so bad. So here I am tripping and falling in front of an audience. I mean, right at the lip of the stage. And all I see is the ground coming up at me real fast. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I've got this injured arm and I'm falling on it. So my theater training kicked in about doing stage falls. So I tuck the arm under. I kind of, want to protect my camera, but, body first. So I just kind of go for it. But I don't quite turn enough, and I face plant. I'm not kidding. Mouth full of grass. Holy cow. All I could do was try to roll over and get up really quickly, and the people couldn't help but laugh, but they were concerned, after all, I am a man with some gray hair, and I fell on my face. Now, what's really funny is that, this is 2013. You better believe there was videoing going on, and this moment was captured in its entirety. Wow. Look for it on YouTube. I don't know what the lady's going to call it. She was from Indianapolis. But it's a very funny video. I mean, it's funny, funny, funny. But not, because it's me. My neck is still kind of a little sore from... I mean, I face planted, and I'm a skier. I've been skiing since 1988. I've never face planted. I've seen lots of them, though. Now I can say I've done it. Wow. What a weekend. What a weekend. I'm going to try to sing this song for you. It's the close of Mother's Day officially, but it's still on my mind, and I know it's on your hearts too, because when you have a good mother like I had, it changes the world when her earthly love leaves. I was standing by the window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw a hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a bitter home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Undertaker, 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 please drive slow. For the lady you're a hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I will follow close behind her, trying to hold up and be brave, but I couldn't hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I came home, my home was lonesome. My mother, she had gone. My brother and sister crying, what a lonesome, sad, sad home. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Thank you so much, because there is a better home waiting in the sky, and being kind to our neighbors and doing something for someone else that doesn't benefit you, it's the key to getting there. That's what I'm trying to do. And I thank you so much for all the love, prayers, and support. And now, I'm going to ask you for something else. I need votes, because that's what it's going to take to do this. So, with that, I'm going to say goodnight. And a belated happy Mother's Day to each and every mother around the planet. Because at the end of the day, they all love their children. Good night. And good morning.